Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Chair Yoga. I'm Olivia, and this is my second home. This is North Presbyterian Church in Williamsville, New York, and it's a pleasure to have you tune in this morning. If you have never taken a yoga class before, welcome. You have just gifted yourself with a wonderful, wonderful exercise. I have to share something with you first. It's the waiver that you would normally see on the video or on an email that I'd sent you, and it sounds like this. You should always consult with your physician before engaging in any physical activity program. By participating in this online class, you assume all the dangers, hazards, and risk of such participation. The exercises demonstrated by the instructors on this online class can be physically demanding. If you aren't able to safely perform these exercises, please modify them for your own safety or choose a different set of exercises. There, now I've said it. Please grab yourself some water to drink. And if you are in a comfortable place where you feel safe without your shoes on, I would invite you to take your shoes off. Grab a chair. And I want to thank our son Kurt for being here this morning and sharing his music with us before school starts back up. All right, let's go. I'll see you on the chair. All right, so I would invite you to come out to the edge of your seat, if you will, please. So create some space between you and the back of the chair. That allows you, or insists that you use those core muscles to help you hold up straight. And then, although you are sitting on the tip of the sit bones, I'm sure, just rock back just a bit. Just sort of point that tailbone downward. And then let's take the hands, palms down on your thigh muscles. That helps you ground a little bit more. And in this world that is just turning upside down in every which way, it's important to stay grounded. So you feel all parts of your feet on the ground, four corners of your foot. The thigh muscles are pressing down, sitting heavy into the sit bones, rocking back towards the tailbone a bit, belly in, chest lifted, a smile on your face. Take a deep breath in. You can exhale through the mouth if you'd like. Sigh, make a little noise. And then let your eyes drift closed if you're comfortable with that, or just drop your gaze downward. I want you to come back inside your beautiful skin and allow yourself to be present for these 45 minutes that you have just gifted yourself with. Unclench the biting teeth so the jaw muscles relax. Breathing deep. And as I always say, especially if this is your first experience with yoga, I want you to move at your own pace and your own space. Accept where you are today and be grateful of that. Let the arms float downward towards the ground, palms face the front and lifting the heart. Shoulder heads are pointing, drawing to the side walls, so you are sitting in beautiful seated mountain pose. Smile on your face always. And breathe deep again. And if your eyes are closed, allow them to open gently, and we'll begin to roll the shoulders around. Draw them up, slide the shoulder blades together, and slide them right back down towards the tailbone. And again, your own space and your own pace. If you feel like you'd like to take this bigger, by all means. If for some reason you have one shoulder that's not as happy as the other one, be kind to that shoulder. Be kind to your body today. And I promise you will find it very rewarding at the end. One more time. And then slide the right hand out to the side. And what I want you to do is, as you're reaching the right fingers away, allow the head to tip towards the left. And then we'll go the other way. Stretch the left fingers out, let the head tip towards the right. So as much as the shoulder draws toward the ear, that left ear reaches skyward. Beautiful. Bring the hands to your heart. Drop your chin to your chest. Maybe even setting an intention for class. What brought you here today? What made you click on this video? What do you hope to get out of it? What will you take with you through the day? Chin to the chest. Take a deep breath in. Fold the hands over. And as you exhale, press the knuckles forward. And we're going to come back the other way, hands on the rib cage. Lift the heart. Take the gaze up just a wee bit as the elbows press back. And again, exhale forward, drop the chin, coming back. Warming up that upper back, middle back. One more time. And back. All right, left hand down, right hand's going to reach over and release back down. So I'm going to add a little bit of a baby arc to this, all right? And again, your own pace and your own space. If that arm says, I don't feel like I need to be doing that much today, then go ahead and lower it down. Notice how nicely breath will move with this. And if you remember, yoga means union of breath and movement. So every piece we do is guided by our breath. One more time. And down. Scoop forward. Reaching skyward. Now hinge forward a bit as if you're going to put something in the top shelf. And then I'm going to forward fold. Soften the elbows here. Slide up from the ankles to the mid-calf. Let the heart come forward. We're in seated chair pose. Reaching forward. And deep breath in. Let's turn to the right. Let the arms float down. Wherever they land, they land. Draw that right shoulder back a bit more. Come back to the front. Deep breath in. Exhale the forward fold. Inhale, we're going to halfway rise. Slide up the leg. Heart moves forward. Reaching into chair pose. And all the way up. Turn to the left. Let the arms float down wherever they land. I want you to inhale, find length in that spine. And then exhale as you twist maybe a little bit deeper. Coming back to the front. Come back into that seated mountain pose and allow that right foot just to leave the earth. Now, I'm not supporting it, but if you need to support that leg, by all means, do so. Switch directions. Shoulders still back, chest is still lifted. All right, we're going to go out with the heel. Now, if you feel like you'd like to support that, go ahead and do so. And coming back in. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale back in. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. And right back in. Out to the side. Release it back down. And then using your hand, keep that knee right over the ankle, square up the shoulders, head over heart over pelvis, and then turn the gaze just slightly. All right, let's walk back in. All right, seated mountain pose, other side. Let it leave the earth. And a little circle in that ankle. Support it if you need to. Keep breathing. And the other way. All right, so here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, lift. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And exhale. Bring that foot down. Deep breath in. Here's that forward fold again. Get used to this. We'll do this when we're standing as well. Inhale, let the heart come forward. Circle sweep into chair pose. And now I'm going to take a little powerful pose. So opening the arms here. You can keep the elbows bent or extend them. Put that tailbone back towards the chair once again. Hands at the heart. Guess what happens now? Up we go. If you don't need hands to get yourself up, don't use them. Otherwise, they can stay right here or on the thigh muscles. Deep breath in. Exhale, rise up. And open to standing mountain pose. Tadasana in Sanskrit. So bring the heels till they are underneath the sit bones. In other words, your feet aren't together. They're not apart. They are underneath your hips. Draw the tailbone downward towards the earth. Lift the pelvic floor, draw the belly in, lift from the heart, open the arms, take a smile, put a smile on your face, take a deep breath in. I hope you're in a wonderful place that has a wonderful aroma of chocolate chip cookies or the earth or something that makes you say, life is good. All right, we take a deep breath in. Heel the hand, fingertips together, and then that forward fold. I'm going to soften my arms, soften the knees, and halfway rise. Now, elbows back. And you don't need to look at me in the mirror, in your monitor. Once you get this, I want you to pull that belly in. Crown of the head is stretching forward. My knees have a little micro bend. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then circle sweep, come into chair pose. Rise up. Now imagine you've got a beach ball right here, okay? We're going to take this little baby arc over to one side, pass through the center, and then the other side. We're going to try this again, and if this is too much on the arms, by all means, bend them or put one down. Deep breath in, exhale. Oh, that feels good. Deep breath in, exhale, and deep breath in. Let's take another forward fold, halfway rise, and circle sweep. If at any time you need to sit in the chair, by all means, do so. But we're up now, and so we're going to work in the back side of the chair. Grab yourself a drink of that water. And let's get to the back of the chair. Okay, so first, I want you to experience downward facing dog if you've not done that before. Hands on the chair. The chair is always there for balance, all right? We're never going to put all our weight onto it. So I'm going to start by resting my hands and step the feet back. Turn sideways just a bit. Hollow your belly. Soften your knees as much as you need to. Maybe you're looking at the back of the chair. Maybe the range of motion in your shoulders will allow you to take this a little bit deeper. But you find your perfect range of motion here in downward facing dog. Tailbone, sit bones pointing to the back wall. Breathe deep. Let's take the right hand on top of the left hand, and then I'm going to walk my feet over to the right just a wee bit, bend the knees, and get a deep side stretch on the right side. All right, we go the other side, same thing. Left hand on the right, slide the hips towards the left, take that deep breath in. Breathe. Coming back to the center, take the gaze over the chair, looking up at me, and walk in. All right, shake out. All right, so coming into some cat and cow, and I'm going to give you some choices for that too. You may do this on the back of the chair. You can turn the chair around and take your hands right there on the chair. Fists, if you have trouble with your wrists, are just fine. Okay, I'm going to stay here. Inhale, let the heart come forward, and then exhale, start in the tailbone, round the spine. Again, roll the shoulders. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round the spine. 2 more times. I would suggest some cat and cow every single day. You want to keep that spine soft and supple. And again, release. All right, bend the knees, hands back on your thigh muscles, tuck the tailbone, and round the spine back up. Roll the shoulders around, come back into that beautiful mountain pose. All right, you're behind your chair. And then let's step the feet out. So we come into wide standing mountain pose. All right, so reaching the fingers down towards the ankles, lift the heart, breathing deep. Deep breath in. And bring the hands into the heart. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the heels in and the toes out and come into what I love, star pose, and then goddess pose. Okay, here we go. Reach up. Exhale. Notice how, once again, this moves beautifully with your breath. So if I'm moving faster than what you're breathing, then by all means, work with your breath. Okay, some moonflowers. Thumbs together, baby fingers together. Keep going. I'll show you in front. Thumbs together, baby fingers together. All right, reaching up. We call those moonflowers. Monday was the full moon, yeah? The sturgeon moon. Again. And down. One more time. And down. All the way up. And bring the heel toe the feet back in. Back to mountain pose. Beautiful. Beautiful. Shake your legs out. All right. Let's take a downward facing dog. Again, just hands gently on the chair. Stepping back. And then taking the gaze over the chair, step in on the right foot and back on the left. Now, if this is the point where you have practiced yoga and feel like you don't need to use the chair, by all means, go ahead and push it aside. It's always here for balance, and I even use it sometimes too. So my front knee is over the ankle, my back leg is straight, my arms come up. One hand if you need it, both of them if you can. Beautiful. Lift the heart. Let's turn the palms out. And notice how that opens the chest a little bit more. And then let the elbows draw back a wee bit more. Breathing. Reaching up. And now we're going to reach forward. Use the chair if you need it. It's a bit of a challenge on the back. Circle sweep. Down. Come right back up. Again, reach forward. Down. Right back up. One more time. And right back up. Turn the arms out. Lift the heart. And then hands together. Step both feet together. I didn't use the chair. If you need it, always do. Back on the other foot. So right foot back, left knee over the ankle, right leg straight, reaching up. Warrior one. So sink that baby toe edge of your foot into the earth. Draw the inner thighs together. Get that strength in the legs. Okay, so we're going to take the same thing. Open up, elbows back, lift the heart. Take the gaze up like you're looking into the top shelf. Reach back up and circle forward. Release back down. If you've used one hand on the chair last time, switch hands. Exhale. Again. One more time. And all the way up. Open into that warrior two. Proud, proud. What are you a warrior of? Huh? And deep breath in. Okay, hands back to the heart. Don't use the chair if you don't need it. Step in. Beautiful. I step back so I don't hit my face. Deep breath. Forward fold. Halfway rise so you can see me. Circle sweep. And all the way up. And this time circle the fingers, the wrist, all the way down. All right? Grab a drink of water. Come on back. Yay. Okay. So let's step the feet out wide. And we're going to turn that right toe to the right wall and sink into the right knee. So now I think you can see this. Always important to have the knee over the ankle. Okay. We don't want to back it up. We don't want to take it beyond. This really protects the knee here and keeps that leg strong. Left leg is going to be straight. And if you need to bring that left foot in to keep the knee over the ankle, that's how you do that. Okay. Warrior two. Another warrior posture. Smile on your face. What are you a warrior of? Name it. Lifting into reverse. Pass right through that warrior two. And this time we're going to move into extended angle. So take your gaze over the two peace fingers and slide toward that right wall. Rest the wrist, reach skyward. Use the chair whenever you need it. Too tough on that shoulder, drop that arm as well. And then, if you're able to, we're going to turn the chin a wee bit towards that arm. Now, squeeze those inner thighs together. Make them work. And if they're working, we can reach that right arm forward. Beautiful. Open back to warrior two. Head over heart over pelvis here. How nice is that, huh? Straighten that front leg. Let's take triangle pose. So as I push towards the right, or reach towards the right, my hips go left. And let's come right back up nice and tall first. So head over heart over pelvis. I'm going to move this here. It's a bigger chair than I use at home. Head over heart over pelvis, and then we're going to slide. Windmill the arms. There's your beautiful triangle pose. I'm just resting my hand here. My legs are working strong. I'm drawing the inner thighs together. My core is engaged. Let the hips press forward a bit. Let the shoulders draw back. And turn the gaze. One more breath. Let's float into warrior two. How's that, huh? And deep breath in. Toes to the front. Hands on your hips. Little baby back bend, lift the heart, press the elbows back. We'll take one hinge forward, heart's gonna come near your chair. Using those hamstring muscles, hands on the chair if you need it, we come right back up. Ta-da! Let's switch directions. So we put that left knee over the left ankle, arms come out into warrior two. Remember where we were. Nice. And then turn your gaze over the two-piece fingers. Proud warrior two, right? Palm to the ceiling, lifting into reverse. Nothing changing here. Knee is still over the ankle, yeah? Back leg is still straight. Too much on the arm? Please feel free to drop it and just turn the gaze skyward. And this hand can be with the chair. All right, back to warrior two. Get that head over heart over pelvis, we slide. Rest and reach. Same thing here. Too much on the shoulder, please feel free to drop it to your heart. Turn the gaze if you can. Put a smile on your face. We haven't had music in yoga for a while, have we? I'm enjoying it. I hope you are too. And then let's reach that arm forward if you can. You really have to engage those core muscles. Breathe. And then open right back out. Straighten that front leg. Here comes our triangle pose. Slide toward the left, hips move to the right. I get this nice deep crease in there, and windmill the arms. Let the hips press forward a bit. Let the shoulders draw back, as if I put you between two panes of glass. Strong legs. Turn the gaze. Let's take that hand to the hip, come right back up, toes to the front. We'll take that little hyperextension just in the upper back. It means, oh, just like when you get up in the morning, right? Oh, it feels so good. And then soften the knees, a little hinge at the hip, belly comes in, crown of the head looks to me, and then come right back up. Walk your feet in, shake out. Grab a drink. We're gonna balance. So I am going to use my chair for this. And I'm going to put my right foot by the left leg of the chair and slide back on the right foot, okay? I'm lying. Left foot. Right foot is by the leg of the chair. My left foot is back, okay? So I'm going to put my hand on the chair and lift that leg up. It's going to touch the chair if you'd like it to, but if you don't want it to, you don't have to. Sitting back. Rise back up. Now, this is how we start this balance process. If you don't need to use the chair, don't. If you want to use it, that's why it's there. Belly comes in. Remember all those important things for balance. They happen here in the core, right? So pull that navel into your spine, lift up through that pelvic floor. And this one we're going to hold, pushing up. So if you'd like to support the leg, by all means, do so. I'm going to take it out to the side. Engage that supporting leg, reaching out if you can. Stand even taller. My foot is flexed. All right, we're going to come back in. Hand on the chair. Don't drop the leg yet. And then I'm going to bring my left shoulder back and add a little twist. Now, as you notice, I've got my foot on the chair, resting there. Reaching back if you can. Should you get balance, go ahead and extend that arm. Come on back to the front. Bend the knee. Come on back. Now this time, leave that heel up in the back. We come into high lunge. And you better put a smile on your face for that, because that was a wonderful, wonderful balance. Hands at the heart. I'm going to drop my left shoulder and look to the right. That chair is there if you need it. Hollow your belly. Navel into the spine. Come back to the front. Step forward. Deep breath in. Forward fold. Halfway rise. And circle sweep. All right, lift. And a little sashay over to the other side. Here we go. So, left foot by the right side of the chair, right foot back. I'm going to put the foot on the ground as if I was coming into Warrior One. All right? So from here, we're going to push forward and lift the leg. And again, reaching back. Push forward. Reaching back. Push forward. How are we doing? And back. One more time. Push forward. Hold it. Okay, so I'm going to put my left hand on the chair. Allow that right leg to come out to the side. You need to support it. You want to drop it. It's okay. All right? If you find your balance, let's extend that leg out. My left side is working hard here. My belly is lifted. Pelvic floor is pulled out. And here's another challenge for those of you that might be ready. Turn the gaze a bit to the left. Coming back in. Let's put that right there next to the chair for support. And we're going to turn. We're going to find length in the spine. Rotate. And if you find your balance, by all means, release the left hand to the front. Notice I'm guided by breath. Deep breath in, exhale, release. So coming into high lunge, back heel is up, right to the ceiling. Rise up. Beautiful balancing posture. Succeeded, right? Smile. Hands at your heart. Drop that right shoulder, lift the left shoulder. Pull that stomach in. It's like you're looking in the bottom of the fridge here. And on an inhale, we rise right back up. Hands together. Forward fold. And halfway rise. Circle sweep. Reaching. You have something in your hands and you want to put it in the top shelf. So reach up a little bit higher. And if you'd like, let's take a rise up on the toes. So lift the heels for a moment. And then release back down. Sink into the knees here. I'm turned sideways so you can see me. I'm going to take my hands behind my back. 3 choices. In your pocket. Keyhole. Clasp. Lift. And then straighten the legs. Take a little forward fold. Circle sweep. Rise back up. Circle down. All right, grab a drink of water. And I think we'll sit back down. Okay. But before we sit back down, we're going to take this stretch here. Wonderful for the quadricep muscles, okay? If you've had some hip replacement, knee trouble, please be careful always. First, I'm just going to drop that knee down, and you notice that my knee is in front of the hip. So what I do is I ratchet that foot back just a little bit more, okay? Knee drawing right straight down to the ground, tailbone drawing underneath me, and then I reach skyward with that left hand all the way up. Breathing. Now you're going to turn away from me and put that left hand either on your right thigh, maybe the back of the chair. But I want you to inhale and find length in the spine first, and then exhale and twist. Slowly come back to the front, side again, reaching that left arm arc. We're going to take a baby arc over now. So I'm going to drop my hand down. Depending on your chair, you may want your hand down there as well. Nice little baby arc. And release. All right. Let's come back to the front. We'll get to the other side in a minute. We're going to take a little hamstring stretch here. So left heel on the ground, toe facing the ceiling, holding onto the chair, lest we fall out of the chair, and hinge forward. You do need to be forward in the chair, because if not, you won't get this stretch here. So I'm going to hold onto the chair, let the heart come forward, long neck, let the shoulders draw down the back, and breathe. And then depending on the flexibility you have in your hips here, I'm going to take this a wee bit deeper, hands on my thighs, just a little bit. And then scoop the belly around the spine and roll back up. All right, we scamper over to the other side. So my knee is still in front of my hip, and I'm going to ratchet that. You don't like you do it without ratchet rinse. Yep. I'm going to ratchet that back until the knee is right underneath my hip, holding onto the chair so nobody falls out, and reach skyward. Yeah. Keeping that tailbone drawing underneath here. So the hips come down, the tailbone comes underneath you, and you get a really nice stretch in the front of the leg, nice and tall. And here's where we turn that twist, drop the hand to the thigh, or maybe over, long spine. And then release. Come back to the front. We'll take just this baby arc over towards the back. So the fingers stretch far from the knee there, drawing that knee downward as you stretch. And release. All right, that foot on the ground. We come around and continue this hamstring stretch. So the heel on the ground, toe to the ceiling. Holding on, just take a hinge forward. My back is flat. I have not rounded my shoulders. Squeezing the shoulder blades in. Lead with the heart always. As I've said before, it's like I said something to you and you went, huh? Okay. And if you're comfortable taking this a little bit deeper, go ahead and do so. Sink a little deeper, heart still coming forward. Drop the chin, scoop the belly, push off that leg, and round back up. Feet underneath you. We take this deep breath in. Halfway rise. Sweep into chair pose. Powerful pose. And this time I'm going to drop my left hand down and turn that right palm as if I'm going to wave to somebody there. High, reach up. Again, your own pace and your own space. Too much on the shoulder, drop that hand to your hip. That's fine too. Reaching. So twisted chair. I'm hinged forward. I've got my spine turned. I need to be sure I've got my belly pulled in. All right, reaching right back up. Deep breath in, the other side. Forward fold. Pass through that chair pose. Coming into that powerful pose, and you can bend the elbows if that feels better, or reach them far from the tailbone. All right, right arm comes down. And we turn that left palm like you're waving to somebody. I'm waving to my son. Hi, Kurt. And then release. Come right back up. We're going to take my version of fish pose. So right foot on the ground. I want you to grab hold of that chair behind you. Lift the heart. Draw the shoulder blades back. So you've taken that gaze up just a bit here without letting the head fall back. Just lift the heart. Breathe. And those of you, some of you know, you can actually lift that foot from the ground, maybe flex the foot or point the toe. And release. Put that in. Curl up into a ball here. And then we take the other side. Same thing. Heel on the ground. Hold onto the chair. Tuck the elbows in. Lift from the heart. Tuck the chin in. Put a smile on your face. And those of you that are comfortable in fish pose and feel like you'd like to lift that front leg, go ahead. You can flex the foot or point the toe. And release. Come right back in. We're going to bring that right knee up, scoop the belly a little round in the spine. And then we'll take the left one and scoop it around. And release. Walk the hips back to the back of the chair. Take a little bit of movement in the neck now. Okay. So sitting tall on the sit bones, tip the head over towards the right. And now with just your two peace fingers, just gently right at the top of the ear, a little bit of pressure. I want you to push the head into the fingers, and then maybe with the other hand, draw the shoulder down. And then let the hand slip to the back and just gently let the chin drop down. And maybe come back. All right. Look over the right shoulder and imagine you're watching a tennis match, so you're going to take your gaze up a bit and look over the left shoulder. And one more time, and we come back to the center, and we take the other side. So tipping the head, using the two peace fingers on your left hand right up by the ear. And then the other two peace fingers on your right hand, draw them apart, but push the head gently into the fingers. And I say the two peace fingers only because this could be a lot. You can use one, you can use other fingers, but just be gentle here. And then allow the head to tip forward. Oh, you'll find all sorts of things that need stretched in there, won't you? And then let it come back up. Turn the gaze over the left shoulder, and now look down towards your belly, trace the collarbone, come up looking over the right shoulder, and then release, or reverse. And we come back to the front. Legs out, hands out, circle the wrist, circle the ankles. Wiggle the fingers and the toes, and then scrunch them in, and send them out. And again, bring them in, send them out. One more time. All right, keep them flexed. Rise up. Lift the heart. And then release back down. We're going to bring that leg up for that nice piriformis stretch. The heel comes to the ankle. Now, if you've had hip replacement, if you have knee trouble, if this doesn't feel good to you, by all means, don't do it. You can simply leave the foot down or on the ground, all right? Otherwise, we're going to keep this toe flexed. It comes back towards the knee. Hands on the thigh muscles. We'll draw the shoulders back and lift the heart. One last nice deep stretch here. And those of you that have done this before know that sometimes another variation feels better. By all means, do that. Maybe you want a little deeper forward fold. Maybe you'd like a twist. Breathe deep. This is an exercise I think you should do daily. All right, let's go to the other side. So maybe one leg works better than the other. That's okay too. Draw that toe back to the knee, hands on the thigh muscles, elbows back, lift the heart, take that deep breath in, sigh. You can make a little noise. And then down it comes. And if you're not all the way back to the back of the chair, by all means, get yourself back there now. Maybe one last little massage on the back. Give that a shot. And this time, I would invite you to take the hands palms up. All right, you have filled up, you have grounded, and you are ready to give out and go back into the world. So turn the palms face up. Perhaps at your heart if that feels better. Unclench your teeth. Take that deep breath in. Pull in a little more breath. Take that long exhale out. Squeeze the rib cage and let out a little more breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring the hands to the heart, dropping your chin to your chest, remembering what that one intention you set for class may be. And then eyes open, soft gaze. Gratitude turns everything we have into enough. And so with a grateful heart, I say to you all this morning, namaste. Go in peace. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'll be back in a recorded session on Monday. Let me know how you did. Send me an email. Questions and comments, I'm happy to answer. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Thank you. And thank you to Kurt, too.